Hi, my name is Kevin Thomas, W1DED, and this is Q5 Ham Radio. I'm joined tonight by Contest Crew Europe, Mike SJ2W, Kris ES7A, Dave 9A1UN, Sven DJ4MX, Braco E77DX, and Felipe CT1ILT. With CQ Worldwide CW just ahead, we're going to look at conditions, station prep, strategic options, and who's poised to make a serious run in this year's event. We'll dig into expectations across Europe, the matchup at the very top of the leaderboard, and what each operator is watching as the weekend approaches. We'll also take a look at the newly released Q5 analysis, which will say CT1BOH, whose perspective helps clarify where the real pressure points are as the contest begins. Thanks to ICOM for sponsoring Q5 Worldwide Ham Radio, because legendary QSOs deserve legendary radios. Guys, welcome back. So, Braco, let's start with you. You're in HK in Colombia. Tell us, what's going on?
Well, I arrived on time. No big issues. Actually, everything went according to plan. There were actually, it was more easy than I thought. So crossing all the borders, migration, all that equipment I had with me, like 80 kilos of equipment. So I did some custom papers, and I never expected to be so fast through everything. So no issues. Arrived here. The Salim is excellent host. So shack is a beautiful place where I can sleep and stay. Everything is like beautiful. It's a rainy season in Colombia, so lots of rain every day. Only problem is like achieving to the towers and antennas which are in jungle. So it's pretty tough, especially to go to 20-meter tower. It's like 45 degrees uphill and a little bit of mud through the jungle. So this is a bit of issue, and setting up additional antenna going to be very challenging. So far we are collecting material which is missing, and the shack is more or less ready, let's say like that. There are still some issues with one of the amplifiers, and we will see. But basically, SO2R setup is installed. I still didn't use the second radio because I need to, I need 2 coax line to each tower, and this is gonna be ready in the next day. So after that, I will be, let's say, hopefully having no issues with QRMing one station to another. But we will see. Sounds promising.
So, Braco, there's been a lot of questions about what is actually there in Colombia. Could you give us the breakdown on what you have for towers and antennas?
Basically, there are a couple of towers here, but basically I will use probably, well, let's say, simply only 2. Maybe I will use other towers which are now only for wire antennas for low bands. There is a tower which is close by house, not quite close, but closer to the house, is carrying tri-bander, 4 bands tri-bander for 40 till 10 meter. Fortunately, we need to take the antenna down to retune it to CW. It's tuned to an SSB. This is additional work which was not planned. There is two antennas in Stockholm for 15, which gonna be used for US only. This is one of the tower with some wire antennas which are not ready yet for 80 meter and 160. The additional tower, the second tower, is up on the hill. It's amazing place. It's like drop hill everywhere, and amazing view. There is a 4-element 40, I think it's a 4-element 20 or 5-element 20, and a stack of 3 antennas for 10 meter. So those antennas can be turned to Europe or to US, and there is 160 meter dipole which is working amazingly good. I tested only one night, and I was like, we're gonna not touch this antenna. So I saw the RBN's reports on in Europe, and they were just amazing. and we made some testing with E7DX, and the signals were just amazing. So still what I need are receiving antennas for 160 and 80, and that's going to be done probably, we need to cut the jungle. So this is another task which is not so easy, and you need to take care a little bit here because there are some snakes which are not quite enjoyable, let's say like that. So it's not just you go out and do something, there is some prevention and that what you need to take care about and so on. But in general, we'll see. Hopefully, if everything goes according to plan by Tuesday, could be everything ready maybe Wednesday. So it's maybe 2-3 days longer than I planned, but it's like it is.
But it shouldn't be a problem for a CrossFit enthusiast, the jungle.
Yeah, this is not the problem. The problem are dealing with let's say dangerous snakes,
with the wildlife.
Yeah,
with the wildlife and such stuff, and you just need to be careful. Also, we could solve the problem with the radio. There was a lightning strike here. The CIV port of ICOM 7610 is dead, but we could use 7300 here for readout of the frequency and synchronize then over the USB 7610 and the 7300. So using 7300 only for the frequency reading to get the frequency into microham stuff. So I would like to express my, let's say, I'm very thankful to Sanyin E71DX. He's working in Germany at DL7NX, and who take the time and help me with the software and implementing the synchronization of those two radios. Otherwise, we probably I would need to use 7300 or search for another radio.
So, Braco, we're going to come back to you because I really want to hear your feedback about the Jose CT1BOH interview that I did. But before we do that, I'm kind of curious what everybody else has planned for the CQ Worldwide CW weekend. And I'll start with you, Kris. What's happening with ES7A?
ES7A is probably, there's nothing at ES7A, maybe except my dad doing a single band, but we're doing another multi from ES9 Charlie, and I was there 2 days ago together with ES5 TV, and we were doing some testing. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, that during the SSP contest, the station wasn't like 100% ready. It worked, but it wasn't ideal. We changed one radio. We added one extra flex to the system, and there was a lot of cabling. Also added an extra computer, so that we can use the flex radio and the multiflex system for the B operator to do the inband work on the lower bands. Then we managed to create a decent audio system for the inband guys. So now we have legit audio from every run position. It's working just fine. Maybe like minor details here and there. Antenna wise, everything was already set before the SSP part, and so far I think everything works. But of course, before the CW part, we need to probably still go into the woods and see if all the beverages are still in one place, because as Braco has snakes and jungle wildlife, we have moose and deer and those bigger animals running through the beverages. And compared to SSP, I think we are let's say better prepared, and as of today we are still on schedule and hoping that we have everything ready at least some 12 hours before the contest. So I think we are in better position than we were in SSP.
So I recall you having an out-of-control rotating tower. Was that resolved? Not entirely.
But ES5 TV is certain that it won't be happening anymore. So we have his word for it.
And Dave, what's happening in Croatia?
Well, we decided last minute to do a multi-op. It's gonna be multi-2. The problem was to find the operators, but we ended somehow to 10 ops available for the weekend. Not all the time, but we should cover 48 hours on 4 stations, so it could be enough. Have to put some more antennas up. We'll do it tomorrow. I have the crane already coming tomorrow morning. So hopefully with some inband antennas to put on and some beverage work, but I think we will be in time. As usual, last few minutes before contest start, but we should be in time. So 9A1P will be multi-2 running, hopefully without too much problems.
And Mike, what about you? I know you got snow on the ground. It's getting colder up in Sweden. What's the plan?
Yeah, well, it's not very much snow, but it's getting colder. The plan here is to do multi-single as usual. The forecast doesn't look as promising as in the SSB part, but Felipe will be happy about that. And so we hopefully we can beat. We almost did 7,000 QSOs last year. Hopefully we can do that, beat that this year, and get close to our 2014 record. But it will probably be tough. But at least we seem to be having 6 full-time ops and one part-time, so that's good.
And Sven, what about you? I keep expecting you to say yes to Kris's invite to Estonia, but is that in the cards yet?
No, that's not happening. So since Braco is in Colombia, we will go to Braco station and operate multi-single from E7DX. So it will be...
It could be snow in Bosnia. Maybe you can stop on middle point.
And you do multi-2, which is better than multi-single.
No, we will do multi-single. So there were some discussions in our team about categories, but Braco and I were clear we will do multi-single because it's the most fun category and that's what the station is built for. So it will be 2 of the usual guys at E7DX, Vado E70T and Dagan E77A. And then here are some Germans, my dad, Philip DK6SP, Simon DJ4MX, Markus DK2CX, and myself. And William F5SNJ, not to forget him. And yeah, so a lot of thanks to Braco, who was there last weekend and set everything up. The station is fully ready for us. He also mowed the grass and he spent a few hours with me to explain me the station. It's a very complicated station. I was there once, but it's I think 3 or 4 years ago already. And without Braco, it's hard to get the station running or to keep it running. And hopefully we will do that. And maybe let's see a good score in Europe. Maybe we can even win multi-single in Europe. Let's see.
I got to say, Braco, I don't know how you do it. You maintain your station. You're fixing the one on at EF8R, and now you're in Colombia doing more work. You just nonstop. Sven, I have to ask you, what's your dad's call sign? You didn't mention it. I know everybody else in the world knows, but I don't know his call sign.
It's DJ2 Mike X-Ray, close, similar to mine.
Okay, good. It doesn't have to be just dad. Felipe, what's going on in Portugal?
Almost ready for the single up. Actually, I'm in France right now. A busy week next week in Paris, but we'll hopefully be there for by Thursday or Wednesday, hopefully. And still need to crank up 2 towers because we had a pretty bad winds a couple of weeks ago. But everything is mostly ready since CQ WW SSB. I finished what I had to finish in the switching, replaced some stuff that was not 100% correct. Did some tuning, some testing on 80 meters especially because it's always very hard from here. And hopefully everything is ready. let's hope we this time I'm still able to cross the 10,000 QSO barrier, which is always impressive, and hopefully get that 10th award for the European number one. Will be hard, but for sure we'll be there.
So I recall in the last conversation, your software wasn't quite ready, or did you get it ready just in time for single sideband?
No, actually, the problem was the debugging just before the contest. Everything was ready, but the software we finished at, I don't know, maybe around 8 o'clock in the evening or 9 o'clock in the evening before the contest. But the most complicated part was because the station is now able to operate as multi single, multi two, even multi, and none of this was tested like it should be. But of course now single up is easy because it's just run one and run two, so no major problems, let's say like that. And the system is so simple now that anyone can come with its radio, just plug in your radio and we're sniffing the frequency from your radio and you're good to go. So it's pretty easy. We're trying to make some nice video from the new stuff we made, so we'll try to make it online as soon as possible. But yeah, everything is ready, software wise, hardware wise. Let's hope nothing breaks until next week because we're not being so lucky with the weather, and let's hope for the best.
So I recently had a conversation with Jose CT1BOH, and I hope that you guys all had a chance to take a look at it. I know, Brazzo, you did. I think you were on the plane when you watched it. He obviously had some really sharp opinions about how the CQ Worldwide CW was going to go. In fairness to Brazzo and to Jose, he wasn't really familiar with all that was happening in Colombia, but I'm really curious to hear all of your take on it. Obviously, you guys are all talented operators, very skilled, and curious what your thoughts were about it, and especially would love to hear Brazzo weigh in with his thoughts about what he heard.
I can do a quick sum up. I mean, it was obviously detailed, and it was done like properly, and it was fun to watch. And I mean, there was a lot of valid points, like for example, like comparing Echo Fox 8 radio or Charlie Queen 9 Alpha, also the propagation part of it. So he did, in my opinion, he did a great job, like putting everything together, and it was like it made a lot of sense, and it's hard to add anything to it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you also did a great job comparing, Brazzo not so much, but especially comparing Kris and Dan about their mental capabilities as well, and obviously the stations. Yeah, I think it's how we said, it's very hard to compare these two places. And also now with Brazzo's situation in Colombia, I mean, I think we all saw the video Brazzo made on the tower up there in the mountains. The takeoff is amazing, so maybe there is some surprise.
Well, I think Brazzo is in a good position because he has nothing to lose. And the other two guys, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Kris and Dan are both incredible ops, and they're probably on the best QTH to be at the moment, but there is some recurrent coronal hole coming up for the contest, and there should be some Aurora which probably might they're south, so that they don't get any polar paths, but in that case, if conditions are tough, I think Brazzo will have an advantage. And if that happens, then it will be hard. If the conditions are just as they were in SSB part like that, I think then it's really just between EF8R and CQ9A. But looking at the conditions, at the possibilities from HK1T, I wouldn't expect. It wouldn't be strange to see Brazzo fighting for the top if the conditions are not ideal. if conditions are ideal, I think it's hard to compete from Colombia to zone 3-3. But and between Dan and the Kris, I don't know, maybe a little bit. Dan is a little bit more advantage, but Kris has better antennas there. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
But I also wonder. I remember it was some few years ago, I believe, when N6MJ was at Zulu Fox, and he had this Windows wallpaper background saying Tango India 7 Whiskey sucks. Is he going to use now Charlie Queen 9 Alpha sucks, even though he has been there?
No, he's gonna say KL9A.
KL9A sucks.
Okay, okay, yeah. Would make more sense indeed.
But I don't know, but my point of view, just to step in according to the propagation wise, let's say, because I've been doing a lot of testing, especially on 10 meters when the conditions are closing, and honestly, the conditions are not the same as the CQ WW SSB, not at all. The MUF is going down very, very fast after sunset. Nothing like we had in the SSB part. So my honest opinion is that Braco has a really, really good shot there, and I think location wise, I think Jose was expecting something maybe in the city or something like that, not the hilltop location with the 0-degree angle over the US and Europe. And I think that the location wise, it's going to be just incredible compared to very, very compared to Echo Fox 8 radio, actually, I would say, and maybe not Echo Fox Charlie Queen 9 Alpha, because they're a little bit blocked to the South America, but I think Europe wise and US wise, Braco is going to be really loud. So 10 meters and 15, especially the higher bands, Braco is gonna, I think he's gonna rule the 10 meter. I saw it earlier. Honestly, he was the only station loud on the band. I worked a few US guys. They were 5.9 plus 10, but Braco was something like 30/9. He had peaks of 30/9. So this means that the station is working good. Of course, I know the guys from Madeira and Echo Alpha 8, they will be loud, but I think the South America path is going to be. It's not a prediction, but I think it's going to be a win-win this time.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't propagation wise I don't have much experience, so for those type of propagations, but I hope it will be a close battle. I think Kris and Dan will for sure be close, and Braco might depend a bit more on propagation if it's gonna succeed. But I mean, HK1T is always really loud, so he's probably gonna have a good shot at it.
And we've been saying HK1T, but I think you have a different call sign, right, Braco?
I still don't have a official paper for a contest call sign. I got official license. I should be actually HK0/ND7DX according to license, but it's obvious failure, so I didn't want to, let's say, giving the hard time to the people there in the authorities and operate HK0 from HK1 area like you wrote in the license. So this is going to be corrected very soon. And I asked for a contest call sign. It should be issued by Friday. As soon I have the paper, I will get out with a call sign. Otherwise, I will say nothing about it. It's going to be a problem. I know I will be not in the databases. I cannot use HK1T and yeah, maybe some other club call sign, but in the moment, the only one is HK3/1, which is also not the best.
Braco,
Otherwise,
please don't use 5 Juliet call sign.
I was also wondering how many busted spots is Braco going to have.
Don't do it.
There is no other option, 5K or 5 Juliet. So it's gonna be one of those two.
Nah, that sucks.
So I don't have it's like it is. So, but I don't care much about call sign, so it's gonna be fine.
So Braco, weigh in. You're the guy in the hot seat here. You're one of the three titans that Jose was talking about. What was your impression?
Well, first I was operating D4. I was operating Echo Alpha 8. I was operating Charlie November. I never operated CT3. This is my first time being in this area or in Colombia, so my experience from here is very limited. Why I say yes to come to this place? I need to say again, thanks to Felipe and P4Z, and we had a long conversation before. And before I said I will come, of course, I started to research and to see what can be done from here. And actually, I was really amazed making some analysis. And it's only matter, let's say, of if the setup's going to be ready and if I'm going to be ready to, let's say, go through 48 hours in the way I can, let's say like that. And if this happens, it could happen, I think, a very big amount of the QSOs. Also, what I said to people around me, also in when we were in after, let's say, after SSB contest, the second matter is only about 160 and 80, and if I will be able to, let's say, will be able to work some European multipliers. So there was a test like 2 days ago. I was just amazed. I don't know what happened, but I was hearing Europe so loud, and I was so loud in Europe that I was really scared about that. So maybe conditions, maybe something else. In the same time, KP2B and P4Z was on the band, and he was, let's say, just rarely. They were. The signal was there in Europe, but very weak, let's say like that. So I don't know. We will see what's going to happen here. I don't want to compare me with the Dan or Kris running, let's say, 400 QSOs or whatever. And I don't think so. This is going to be a major issue that someone going to have, let's say, 10 hours of 400 QSOs per hour. So I don't think so. This is going to happen. So it's going to not be. They're probably able to make more QSO in 1 hour than I am. So it's nothing secret about that. They have numbers of contests. They did 2 BICQ. This is going to be my third contest from DX location. So. They have definitely much better, let's say, cards according to that. Personally, I think that Dan is more stable operator than Kris. So it's not about copying call signs, going to 20, 40 hours of the contest. In general, I think Jose say that Zen, and I think the Dan has more, let's say, concentration to get to this contest. On other side, if something bad happens on Echo Fox 8 radio, I don't know what, but it can happen. Then the Kris has definitely more better chances to make a better score. Echo Alpha 8, I know that Valerie was complaining about that what Jose was saying. but Echo Alpha 8 is a better place, and it's the same like Delta 4 is a better place according to the conditions. It's not a secret about that, especially for a worldwide contest when you're also a single molt. Big disadvantage on the Delta 4 is like too many callers, and Kris and Dan are gonna have probably enough callers, but it's not gonna be like mad pileups. But if you can manage 2 pileups with 170, 180, and keep this running for a long time, they are on the right place for CW. Today I was scared once again because I never expected to have so many callers from HK. This morning on 10 meter was like similar like on D4. You just hear, I don't know, 300 station calling you in the 0 beat. It's happened just 30 minutes the same here on 20 meters. So I don't know what's going to be in the contest. I don't know if this is going to happen to those 2 guys being Echo Alpha 8 or Charlie Tango 3. I have no clue. I do agree with many things what Jose did say, but I would not say that this place is to eliminate. And to be honest, maybe if everything is ready like Echo Fox 8 radio when I left, or CQ9A, I believe that let's say one good operator can go well over 11,000 QSOs here, but we will see the outcome. It's a matter of the station, which I don't know in the moment, so I have no idea how much interfering between 2 radios I have. So this is going to be solved in the next days, and it's a matter of let's say setting all that antenna. So I still have only one direction. Need to put that tri-bender down, tune it to CW, and so on and so on. So there is a big amount of the work which is waiting for me. Also conditions. Every day is rainy. It's a mud in the jungle. It's not so, let's say, difficult like on D4 according to wind and that, but it's other kind of the difficulties. On other hand, I need to say, Salim, one more time, this is excellent host. So he's not here, but he did pick me up from Cartagena. We had a super time being here together for the 2 days. Shack is really nice, so everything is clean. There is a lady taking care about food, and so it's according to that, I never had the better support in such a contest than now. So we will see what's going to happen.
But do you think that the records will be broken, or maybe the 3 of you will break the current record?
I think, I don't know about me, it depends of the hardware. I think the record is already done. So I strongly believe that CQ9A and EF8 are going to finish over 11,500 QSOs if something not unusual happened, and being in the 3-point land, so it's going to move the record for probably 1 or 2 million points. This is what I think, and on the same way, I think that amount of the QSO can be made from this station. Definitely yes, but it's a matter of hardware and also other things. So I need to say I'm very tired. I still didn't recover from the SSB like I would like to be recovered. So still tired, still seeking for more sleep. There is lots of work which goes in all direction. At least the station, let's say, basic of the station are done. So this is a good sign. But antenna-wise, there is a lot of work. So
You should
I,
have
I,
you
I
should
don't
have left the lawn mowing for Sven instead, so you wouldn't have been as tired.
Yeah. Look, don't take that away from me. I just doing
The relaxing work. Yeah.
no. Look, what to say? It did happen that I get the seat on 3-point land on the place which is good. So simply, I can't say no. This is like it is. For me, the SSB contest was the major thing, and I was behind that record, and that was my main focus. So lost some energy, lost some power, let's say a lot of surrounding doing that. But this is behind. Now is CW, and I will give my best to perform as best I can, and we will see what's going to happen.
You will get used to the jungle sounds, and you will definitely sleep well. Trust me.
Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, I'm running up against a clock issue, so we should probably wrap it up.
Yes,
I was just gonna say that. See you on
that's
the
a good one,
scoreboard.
Kris.
Yeah. See you on the scoreboard, and good luck, everyone. And
Yeah, have fun, Braco.
yeah, look for
Good
that
luck.
strange
We are
5 Juliet 1 call sign.
we are crossing our fingers for you, huh? Even though we know the situation about Dan and Kris. You are still our European, so go for it.
Our hero.
I like the solidarity. My name is Kevin Thomas, W1DED. This has been Q5 Ham Radio. Please look for all these guys on the CQ Worldwide CW contest coming up soon, 73.
Bye-bye.
Bye.